Hey everybody, welcome to Dinner with Dad. So glad you're with us. Hey, tonight I've got a really easy, tasty weeknight meal for you. Low carb, of course. Everything's kind of getting back to our busy way of life. You know, the summer is rolling. The summer is coming to an end. Yes. Coming to a close. Kids are going back to school, whether that's on virtually or in person. Anyway, things are getting much busier for everybody. So you don't have time to do these fancy meals on weeknights. So I've got an easy one for you. This one's called a chicken Philly cheesesteak skillet meal. It's really, really good. That's a big long name. But anyway, everybody loves a Philly cheesesteak, right? But this is with chicken and it's low carb and it's a skillet meal, no bread. So I've done a little prep work here. I've got about 4 cloves of garlic minced. I've got a couple green peppers already sliced. And I've got a huge big onion sliced into rings. And I've also got a cast iron skillet that's hot. I'm gonna melt some butter in there and I'm gonna saute all of this together.
Wait, you also have one more thing.
What?
The chicken.
I'm gonna get to that.
Oh.
Yes, there's chicken here, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. Callie. All right. So usually Philly cheesesteaks have what in them, Callie? Do you know?
Like, they're usually not chicken.
They're usually not chicken, right? They're usually like beef
yeah.
steaks. And there are some recipes. I do have some recipes for this skillet meal with beef. Whether you use, I have one that calls for sliced ribeye, which would be really good. And also, you can also use just plain old ground beef hamburger. And maybe we'll do that sometime. But we really love...
Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see that.
Yeah, let us know. But we really love the chicken, and I've made this several times. And it is super easy. Super easy. But what you want to do is you want to saute these onions and garlic and peppers really well. You want them to really get translucent. Okay? Translucent. So I'm going to let these cook because poking them doesn't make them cook any faster. It does separate the onions though. So I'm going to let these cook.
We'll see you in a few minutes.
No.
I thought you said no.
No, we're going to talk about the chicken. So, there's a couple of different ways you can do the chicken for this, and I've done it a couple different ways. One, after we saute our onions and our peppers and our garlic, we're going to take those out and set them aside. You can then put in your raw chicken. You could take your raw chicken breasts, about 4 of them, and cut them into little pieces, and then you can cook your chicken in the skillet. And I have done that before. But today I didn't. My family really tends to prefer chicken that's boiled. And so I went ahead and boiled my chicken this afternoon. Now, if you're going to do this, it does take a little more time. But you could put your chicken in like your crock pot, your slow cooker in the morning and let it be cooking, boiling or whatever through the day.
Or you could like boil chicken at the beginning of the week and have some for meals throughout the week.
That is absolutely true. If you're a real planner and a real prepper, yeah, on Sunday afternoon or whatever, the weekend, you could boil up chicken, you could cut vegetables, go through your menus. That would be awesome. But either way, for me, I boiled 4 chicken breasts, let them cool off a little bit, and then I didn't shred it, although you could shred it, but I just diced them. And so it's already cooked. Now I am going to, once I take out my onions and peppers a little bit, I am going to put them in the skillet for a few minutes with some butter, kind of sear them, get some flavor before we add that stuff back in. So that's the plan. Again, this is a really easy, very few ingredients, and it's really yummy. All right, it's going to take a little time for these things to saute. So now, Callie, we'll be back.
Don't drop it.
I'm balancing my pat of butter. Okay, so I took out my veggies. Don't they look beautifully translucent? Now I'm going to put in another pat of butter. Whoops, that didn't work out. Into my hot skillet. And I'm gonna add my chicken. Now I don't need to cook it, it's already cooked, but I'm just gonna put it in there just to get a little flavor going.
Like caramelize it, is that the right word? Or like
kind of just like sear it.
Sear, get a
just,
little like brown on
yeah,
it.
because if you can see in my skillet here, there's still like some garlic and stuff in here. Some juices from our vegetables. And so I'm just gonna put my chicken right in there. This is such good content, isn't it?
Yes, that's why
I don't know why you haven't subscribed yet. If you haven't subscribed, I mean, look what you're missing every single time. All right, so just gonna get my chicken in here. Again, it's already cooked. Just gonna get it mixed up with this butter, really nice. Just kind of gonna let it just for a couple minutes because I don't want to like overcook it. I don't want it to be chewy or anything. So I'm just gonna, you know. And then I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning to the chicken. Quite a bit. I'm not measuring it. Just kind of, if you look, Callie, just kind of making sure that all of it's covered.
Will you have measurements in the recipe though?
No. Well, maybe. There's measurements in the recipe, but I don't follow them.
I mean, in the recipe below.
Yes, I will, because I'll copy and paste what's online. But if you're like me, you don't follow it. And then I'm going to add a little salt and pepper to the chicken. Yes. And then I'm going to stir it up. And you can judge, you know, it might, I don't know if it needs a little more butter or not. I don't think so. It already smells lovely. That Italian seasoning on that chicken, it's great. Awesome. Now I'm going to add back in all of our awesome sauteed vegetables. Our onions, green pepper, and garlic.
I don't like that sound.
What?
I don't like that sound.
I know. That's why I did it.
That's nice.
Yeah, isn't it? So I can turn this down a little bit. So everything in here is cooked.
That's good.
Yes. Oops. Try not to.
Fling it out of the pan.
Haste makes waste. When I get in a hurry, it's when I mess things up and I waste. Things go flying.
If you can see in the corner, we have some French fried onions out. I just noticed because although it is a weird combination, we are making green bean casserole today.
Yeah, I just wanted it. That's the only reason. I needed something else to go with this meal. Probably a nice salad would be best, but we had salads last night, so I just wanted green bean casserole.
If you want to learn how to make it, check out this episode.
Yes. All right, so once you get everything mixed up, and then you just kind of let it cook in here for just a few minutes, just to let all this kind of flavors kind of intermingle. And then you're going to take out my favorite part, provolone cheese slices. You can get these in your deli, but if you shop at Aldi, you can get them very cheap in this packaging. Much cheaper than your deli. And they're really just as good, I promise you. In this package, there are 12 slices. I'm going to use them all. And this is what you do. You take them, you overlap.
Like a mosaic.
Okay. and you overlap and you cover the entire skillet.
Like a mosaic or a collage.
Don't leave a place where you can see through. You want to cover it completely, like so. How about that? Isn't that beautiful? Yes. And then we are going to put this in the oven under the broiler for 3 minutes. But I'm gonna wait because I have something that comes out in 2, so I'm gonna make that happen. But you're gonna see what that looks like when it comes out. It's bubbly, crispy, cheesy awesomeness. Be back soon. All right, everybody, so I put in our chicken Philly cheesesteak skillet into the oven on the broiler for 3 minutes, and look at that. Hashtag look at that. Isn't that awesome? And then to finish it off, you're just gonna add a little bit, of course fresh is always better, but I never have it, a little bit of parsley on top.
Yum.
Yum, yum, yum. And that's all there is to it. It's so easy, and I promise you, it's so yummy. Easy weeknight, healthy, 1 skillet meal. How about that? Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.